One of the main objectives of financial planning is to build wealth. But what exactly do we mean by wealth? Brian Portnoy, a best-selling author and financial planning advocate, defines wealth as funded contentment. The key thing to realize, he says, is that being wealthy is not the same as being rich.
Rich is a number. Rich is a search for more. It's something that's quantifiable. So if you have $1 million and then you have $2 million, you've become richer, but you haven't necessarily become wealthier. So this idea of funded contentment is true wealth, or I define it as the ability to underwrite a life that is meaningful to you. And so it basically takes sort of deep thinking about a life well lived and then introduces the money piece to it. That is wealthy to me. And I think that, for most of us who thankfully have a roof over our heads and food on the table and live safely, that search for wealth is ever present and ongoing.
Now, we can probably all agree that there are several different aspects to contentment. But for Brian Portnoy, one aspect stands out above all the rest. Contentment, he says, is mostly about living a life of purpose and meaning.
People who have a connection to something bigger than themselves tend to lead more meaningful lives. Secondly, people who have deep, important relationships tend to lead much more meaningful lives. I just want to make a distinction between a happy life and a meaningful life. We're talking about a meaningful life. The day-to-day happiness, the good mood, the bad mood, you did something that kind of made you giddy or gleeful, like that comes and goes. It's by definition ephemeral. What I write about is that connection between money life and these deeper sources of a meaningful life, what Aristotle 2,400 years ago referred to as eudaimonia.
Helping you to identify what a life of meaning and purpose looks like for you is a very good reason for using a financial planner. Another one is that having a robust financial plan will give you a sense of financial security. And that's something we all need if we're to feel contented.
Job one, absolutely job one, is make sure that you're okay. And it's actually the number one question. So I've met tens of thousands of end investors over the years. The number one question that you get in one way or another is not how do I afford the next Ferrari or go on the next luxury vacation or anything like that. Deep down, we are wired to constantly ask the question, am I going to be okay? It is making sure that maybe we have a little extra cash in the bank in the event of emergencies. It makes sure that we have thought about insurance in a general and constructive ways, and any other number of planning tactics that make sure that we feel safe. And once you feel good about that, and it's not like you need to work on that every single day from a financial planning point of view, well, then you're in a good position to thrive, to reach, to go for more.
Of course, there's nothing wrong with wanting a Ferrari. The problem with material possessions, though, is that the excitement soon wears off, and before long, we're dreaming of our next big purchase. Ultimately, it's all about what really matters to us. And that's why having a financial plan is so important.